everybody, my name is Tagoyas and welcome back to another episode of Ace. Now, we're going to be talking about Season 2's theory of where this probably will take place in Chapter 1. Now, my idea for my reaction, I think we're going to the high school first, and maybe we see infected Amy and stuff like that. But, I just had a talk with my friends, and when this trailer came out, and some of my friends said that, there is a possibility that Mr. P can be good to us than, being so evil and all that stuff. Now that's confirmed. And another thing that you might be noticing is how did Springtrap survive? I'm just kidding. There's a lot of new features that we're going to be going into in Season 2. There's going to be something going on with Amy and I think Jack as well. Maybe we get the Wizards like from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 when we do the Withered animatronics. Maybe it'll be Withered Ace, Guesty, and maybe more. But from my ideas, I think it could be that. But they've been mentioning about this for like probably 2 weeks now because they've been like, what if we make it like the Withered animatronics like in Five Nights at Candy's 2? Now, there are some possible reasons that we're going to go deeper in Season 2, so we're probably going to be finding a way to give peace to the infected, to free the infected soul out of their human bodies and turn them to normal. Now, here's a suggestion that could happen in Season 2. We meet Amy, and she won't turn back to normal because she is dead. Now, because Jack and Amy are dead and they are still infected is because they're looking for us. Now, in Chapter 5, when we meet Amy, it was pretty much revealed of, they were surviving for so long and they tried to come find us. Now, Jack found us in the bad ending, so who's going to find us in Season 2? Now that's a mystery because in the trailer Amy is now infected with a giant sword, so I'm guessing we're going to be chased by Amy maybe in the first chapter. I don't know, but from what I'm seeing it looks like the newest part that can happen is that we meet a new character, like a different character than to the series. I think he's been saying Mr. P will help us and the Master. Now, he just mentioned about the Master today and saying about, the Master will be a helper in one of these chapters in the new game. So, I'm assuming that the Master, the one who did all this in this game, is now going to apologize to us and help us find the core to free everyone. Now, here's the thing I say that. In Chapter 4-5, we meet Evil Jack. I think that was Chapter 5. I don't know, maybe it was 4. But we meet Evil Jack, and we say what happened to him. And then in Chapter 8, we find Amy's going to die, which was Graveyard, and it was successful that she did die, and now she's this infected thing in the trailer of Season 2. Now, she might actually return for half of the chapters in Season 2. Maybe we'll see her appearance, maybe we'll see how the design looks for maybe like an event or something. There will be something concording to that. But from right now, I think we don't know where we're going to. Maybe the first chapter we're going to high school. I don't know. It's so interesting because this is where, do you know how much of a paper plate is in Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Now you can see in this game that there's no paper plate. This is literally a whole story. Now Jack and Amy are probably sisters and brothers. Now, because I say that is because in the story of this game, mentions about Amy and Jack being the siblings to the Bacons. So the father was named Morton, and the mother's name was Daisy. So after they died alone, the two siblings were missing for days, and then they grew up, and then they were off the missing poster. So what I can find out for right now is that in season 2, we're probably going to bring them back to peace of what's left of their father and their mother. And I don't know, because I think of this creation of the Master's creation in chapter 12 in this game. Now, the Master has powers where it can change life, where you can bring back somebody that you loved and for so many years and all that. But it can also do is change time travel to see what goes on in the future. Now, at the end of chapter 12, or I don't know, in the trailer, it looks like the Master is time traveling after he was defeated in chapter 12 in this game. So I'm assuming that he is time traveling around the everywhere, looking for us and telling us that the core is going to be somewhere that we're going to make life be easier. Now, I don't think that's possible. The most possible theory is that he is doing a surprise, which I don't think it's confirmed. Hold on. Okay, so then, and it will be confirmed as the Master did survive after we left Mr. P to the despair. Now, the Mr. P came back in the trailer, so that means he did escape before the whole building collapsed. Because he made the book saying about, it's just called Season 1. It's just called A Season 1, and this is involved in a Roblox game story. And it says that the Master's building collapsed. So that means that he was smushed, but maybe he comes back for Season 2 to help us find the core. Now, Amy and the infected Jack are still on the loose, and they're going to have to find us. And then, after we're found by them, we're probably going to have to fight our way out. Now, because I say that is because they might be all British, and then the daughter, which was Amy, saying about what happens in the future, and her father's not in the book. So that means that she found out what happens in the future, which this infection happens, and her brother dies. Because they've been surviving for so long is because they've not have been spotted by the grown-ups. So they don't know that the kids were found. Now, and in that you can actually see that that's why we see Jack in prison, not spotted, but acting like a normal person. After we go to hang out, he gets evil and he's infected. Now there's a thing we cannot understand. Is how will Season 2 go with despair with the two siblings? Now I honestly think we're going to go deep into their soul and finding the thing, what's going on. And I'm not too sure where it could be taking place, but maybe we go back to Graveyard. And then we go to Jack's and Amy's grave, and we find out what happened after we left Graveyard. There might be a little bit of a twist there, but you know, that's always a thing. But that's it, everybody. I'm just talking about this for like over 10 minutes. Just telling you what is going on. So guys, hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you soon.